Good morning. Good morning, all. Welcome once again to our transfer update. This is yours, Marvelous Cyril. If this is your very first time of watching my video, I would like you to share. I would like you to go to the red subscribe button and hit it. Share and like. The more you do, the more you get more of our videos on our daily transfer updates. Today, we are going to be looking into some of the players that has been linked to Arsenal Football Club for this general transfer. This is Thomas Lemar. You all know he's very creative. He's such a nice and energetic player that is really needed to be added on in our dear club. Of course, you know Mourinho has jumped into trying to sign him up from Atletico Madrid. But he's one of the players you all know very much well that Arsenal had wanted to sign him. And Wenger, on the last day of the transfer deadline, Wenger priced him, I think that should be £90 million, you know. But finally, because the offer came so late, they couldn't have a replacement for him. So for that reason, they could not sell him. And the subsequent season came, he went to Atletico Madrid. So now, you know, Mourinho, he has always been a mind game player. He's jumped in now to finally see if he could snap him up against us. He's about dealing a blow to Arsenal. You know, he has always been doing that. Even when he was in Chelsea, he loves to see a player that is linked to Arsenal. Even if he will end up buying him and dropping him on the bench, you know, he will always want to do that just to make sure that the effort of our club is, you know, truncated or something. But, you know, we all know him. So I think if we are to say, I think this guy is actually one of the players that will actually needed to be added in our club. I also would like us to actually see what to do and how to do so that we can be able to get him and integrate him into our club. Now we also have a player in the frame of Hakan Ziyech. Hakan Ziyech has been one of the players that every Arsenal fan would wish to see in our club. We would like to have Hakan Ziyech. He is an upgrade of Ozil. He is a creator. He is a midfield general. He's such a very nice player that everybody would have wished to see in our club. And I think with rumors making the round, Arsenal is also watching over him, you know, trying to see what we can do. So I think Ziyech is a player I would want to see in Arsenal. He's a player every Arsenal fan would want to see. With the link moving on now, I think we are trying to see if we can, you know, snap him up. And this should be the best opportunity for us to get him, because I know that if we have to waste more of our time, there could be the possibility of, you know, other clubs coming for him at the end of the season. So I think this should be the very best time for us to really snap him up and integrate him into our team. And he's actually going to be a very nice add-on for us. If we will actually go for him or Thomas Lemar, and if I'm to say, if two of them are to be the options, I think I feel I'm going to go for Hakan Ziyech, because he's more athletic and he's more of a creative player, just what we actually needed in our team now. And you know, we have already a player of Ozil's caliber that has actually started doing what is expected of him in 2 or 3 of the last games played now. So I think if we are to get anybody, to be playing behind him, I think I will go for Hakan Ziyech, and I don't know what your thoughts might be. I think you can also bring down your comments down below, to also see what you think about Hakan Ziyech and Thomas Lemar. Moving forward, I think another place where I feel we really need to look into is about the mirrors that are linking us with Philip. I think Philip is such a great player that I feel if Arsenal should actually look for a defensive midfielder. When I say defensive midfielder, I mean a defensive-minded midfielder that would be willing to, assess all areas according to what our coach demands now. I think Kevin Phillips should be one of the best players in that role. He's such a young player at the age of 22 to 23 now. He has been called up by the English national team. He's such a nice player that actually we really needed now to make things happen for us in the midfield. Especially now we don't know about what the future holds for Granit Xhaka in the team. I think Kevin Phillips should be the best option for us, you know. And by so doing, I think our great club will be moving forward. And these are young guys that will actually stay for long, You really need to think about the long-term project, and you go for younger players that will be ready to, adapt, that will be willing to learn, that will be willing, to, stay for long before they get to their prime. So I think Kevin Phillips should be one of the players that will be actually looking into getting into the club very soon. And when you come to the central defense position, I think we should be thinking about bringing in a player of Upamecano's caliber that will be able to marshal out things in the center of the park for us, and bring in his fast running presence into the team, and being able to dictate and command players on positions, and being able to be aware of where you are and where your opponent are. And these are the things that actually we need now in the team. I remain yours, Marvelous Serial, and like I said before, if this is your very first time of watching my video, I will be bringing you in transfer updates 2 times per day to make sure that things are actually going the way they are supposed to go, and we continue pushing and see what happens, so that by the end of the January window we can be able to see 2 or 3 players. For me, I think I'm going for 3 players, one at the midfield, one joining the attack, and then 1 defender, so as to make sure that things actually move forward. I think I would also be willing to hear from you also at the comment below. You try and pass your comments and see what let me know what you think about the transfers, and also try to share and like my videos. We'll be bringing you more and more and more transfer updates. Thank you very much.